This new government does not yet have an interior minister. It does not yet have a foreign minister. It doesn't even have a leader of its own army. They haven't even come to that point yet, and there are no guarantees that they're going to be inclusive. If they were going to be inclusive, they could have already made those appointments. They've only been around for a few hours. We really have no idea who they are, and we're pretending like they're the second coming. They don't even have a defense minister yet. Chris, it's crazy.
I agree with all of that, but again, those are a lot of the same arguments that were being made back in 2006 and 2007 when George W. Bush launched the surge. And guess
well, if
what?
we want 140,
it took a while.
If we want 140,000 troops over there.
6 months in, I can remember 6 months in that people were concerned about it. Well, I don't know. Do you want to send 20,000, 30,000 troops in? I'm not sure a lot of people support that idea either.
I'm just tired of the pretending. That's all I'm saying. I'm confident that if we wanted to put 140,000 troops on the ground from now until, I don't know, the next generation is dead, that we could keep this thing under wraps for a while, how would it go then? This is a civil war that should have been fought between World War I and World War II, and here it is right in front of us. We drew some lines, didn't have the Civil War, now they're having it. And here we are, jumping right up in the middle of it, with a sort of strategy over in Syria, and stand up, stand down over in Iraq, and old Kurdistan's going to be better because the Peshmerga, no they're not. Peshmerga are going to deal with Peshmerga land. That's it. The rest of it, I'm just not sure about, Chris. That's all I'm saying. I don't want them to have a safe haven. Nobody does. But I really am getting tired of the pretending. Getting tired of it. I'd love some soup.
I understand that. Well, I don't know. You need something. Listen, come on over to the house on Sunday. Mrs. Sunday will give you some soup.
You know where I'm going to be on Sunday? I'm going to be in Oxford because the Rebels will have just played Memphis and will be on a 6-day stretch leading toward Alabama. Rebels tied in
now
Oxford.
I know why you're in a bad mood, because you're facing Alabama in a week.
I'm excited. I'm excited, Chris. It's the year.
No, I think you're concerned.
Today, this is the year, Chris.
Stop pretending. You know what? Stop pretending.
Stop pretending. Well,
hey, we got a show on Sunday. Fox News Sunday.
Tell me about it, please. Actually, I have words. You want me to read them?
Okay. Yeah, you read them. You promote it better than I do.
Chris will have the battle against the Islamic State on Fox News Sunday. He'll talk with Tony Blinken, the White House Deputy National Security Advisor. Also, not one but two senators, John Barrasso, the Republican from Wyoming, who's on the Foreign Relations Committee, and Angus King, independent from Maine, who's on the Intelligence Committee. That's this Sunday on Fox News Sunday on the Fox Broadcast Network. Check your local stations. Well, Chris? That's it?
Yes.
That's all? That's it, right?
Well, we're also going to have Ben Carson to talk about Eric Holder. We're going to have Reese Witherspoon, a nice Southern girl, to talk about her new movie. And, go Mississippi. Go all
Hotty toddy, everybody.
Hotty.
Good to see you, Chris. Thank you.
Okay.
How about this? You're working in Chicago. They tell you got to go work in Hawaii. So what do? You set a thing on fire that shuts down all the air traffic in all of the Chicago area, 2 major airports. It is a disaster, and apparently that's how it happened. Details on that coming up. No pretending.